Coming up is part 2 of my mid-year WIP Parade. The next project, it is called the Christmas Countdown, and it was designed by Donna Wolf. And I made this project bag, and I keep all my projects in project bags, and that really helps me to keep organized. Now on this project, this is I think it's called a restart. I started it on was it this one? Yes, it was this one. I'm getting confused with another project. But I started it with kind of like a really light grayish fabric. And in my previous episode, I was so excited. I was like saying, "Oh my gosh, I can't see the snow." When I was doing the white on the fabric, it just would not pop. And I didn't get too far ahead, and I'm like, I gotta start over. So this one, I got a pretty good start. And so when I do work on it, I try to work on it that day on the date. So hopefully this will get done eventually. This next project, it is House Season of the Year, designed by White Rose Snow Garden. And this, for this month, I've been doing WIPCO every month. So this month, this project got called, and my goal for this project for this month is to finish a month. So let me go ahead and show that to you. So here it is. As you can see, I did not iron. So sorry. So let's see, let's see, March is done. What one is that one? June. And I have July's done. October and November is done. And the one I'm working on right now is the month of August right there. I really like this project. I can't wait to frame this to put up on my wall. My plan one day is to have a full gallery wall, and I know it's gonna take time, but I'm just so excited to start having some finished projects. So, yeah. Now this next project, Desert Landscape, designed by Light Unicorn Designs. I'm doing it on 14 count Aida. Sorry I haven't been giving you all the information for each project, but I didn't want this video to be that long. But so if you have any questions in regards to a particular project, just leave me a message below and I would love to get back to you on that. So this one, I made this project bag. And I do remember I got this fabric from Hobby Lobby. And the back. Now, some of my projects that I work on, I do temp stitching, where every morning I wake up, I ask Alexa and what the weather is that day. And so whatever the last digit is for the temperature, I have 10 projects listed, 0 to 9, and then that is the project I work on in the morning. And I usually do probably around 50 stitches on it, and I'm pretty good about doing my temp stitching. The only time I wasn't was when I was traveling back and forth and I didn't have all my projects with me. So this one, It's right here. And I really like that I'm doing this mid-year WIP Parade, because the first time you saw these, you're like, what is that, Lori? I can't see it. So anyway, you can see a cactus, and I'm working up on the tree. And these kind of patterns is what I really enjoy doing. A lot of confetti, a lot of counting. I don't get bored doing these kind of projects. When I have to do like a fill-in for an area, I'll do it for a little bit, but then I lose interest. With these projects, I'm stitching along, and then I check in how many stitches I just put in, and I'm like, wow, I did over 200. So for me, the time goes by really fast. So yeah, this will be nice to hang up in my house. Definitely planning on framing that one. All right, here's my next WIP. It's called the Folk Art Hummingbird. It was designed by Sydney Lee Stitchery, and I got the PDF on Etsy. I am using 14 count Aida, and this is the project bag that it stays in, and I made this one. Now, the reason I started this project is my mom, she loved hummingbirds. So I definitely went on a search on Etsy to find a hummingbird. And when I saw this pattern, I just fell in love with it. And it just reminded me so much of my mom. So, so here's a close-up of that hummingbird. And you can actually see parts of the hummingbird. Now you could tell when I'm doing these types of patterns, I jump around. I'll work down here. Let's see, this one had, I think, 4 pages for the pattern. So right over here, I completed 1 page already. And then I think from there, I moved up to the hummingbird because I was so excited to finally make the hummingbird. And then I jumped down here. So whatever I want to do that day. Lately, the last few days on my temp stitching, every time, the last two days, I ask you know who, and it's 88 degrees, and it's in the morning, probably about 7:30 when I ask, and this project is number 8, and so I keep picking this one up. And then I have other projects in my temp stitching that I haven't worked on, but that's okay. I started doing the temp stitching, I think back in January, and I really like waking up not knowing what project I'm gonna be working on that morning. So there's my hummingbird. This project, Camping Forest, is designed by Stitch Vibes Emporium, and I got it on Etsy, 14 count Aida. And here's the project bag it stays in. And I woke up this morning and I whipped this bag up. It was living in one of those like store-bought Amazon project bags, and my goal is to have all my projects in a handmade bag. And I bought this pattern, I got it on an Etsy shop, and I thought it was just adorable. My husband and I, we like to camp, and we got a camping trip planned in a couple weeks. Gonna get out of Arizona and actually go back to California and camp there. And this project, hold on, let me set it up for you. Okay, here it is. And you could see I got the tree going on, a good portion of the trailer. And what is that? Can't remember what this is right here. But again, here's another one of those patterns. A lot of confetti, a lot of counting. So this one I will definitely frame when I finish this one. So, yeah. When I watch other Flosstubes, I'm always keeping my eye out if somebody else is working on the same pattern as I am. And when that happens, I just get so excited. So I would love to know if you're working on any of these projects that I'm showing. I would love to know. That would be really fun. And then I could go check out your channel and subscribe and then watch your progress on your project. So this next one is, it is Sheep and Christmas Tree, designed by White Rose Snow Garden, 14 count Ada. And I made this project bag. It's kind of a scrappy, I had some scraps left over, and then I just, no rhyme or reason, I just sew it all up and then I square it off and then make a bag out of it. And here is the sheep and Christmas tree right there. And this one is, I'm getting really close to getting this done. My plan was to work on him in Christmas in July. I didn't work on this one. I worked on another one, Frosty, and I did finish him. So on my next episode, I'll show you all my which ones were my new starts and which ones I finished and stuff. So right up here's the sheep. At first, I didn't know if I wanted to do it in that off-white color. So once he's complete, if I can't quite see him, I might do a back stitch around him so he could pop. So there it is. All right, my next project is called the Majestic Moose, and it was designed by Spell Cross Stitch, and I got the pattern on Etsy, and I'm working on it on 14 count Ada, and it is living in this bag with some moose on there. And I made this bag, and here's the back. And this one is my winter project. So my plan is to only work on it during the winter. So I started it off, when did I start this one? December 17th, yeah. So I got a good amount going on it. So right now it's in hibernation until winter comes around again. So I'm enjoying this one. And then also in the same project bag, I have a second winter project, and it is called, where is it? Winter Penguin. It's designed by Quaint Rose Needle Arts. And here is my other winter project. So you can see the beginning of the igloo going on right there. So I did like the corner of the border, got kind of bored doing the border, wanted to work on that igloo. So then I'll probably be going back and forth from border to the design. So those are my 2 winter projects. Thank you for watching part 2. Bye for now until we meet again.